Okay.
Hi, this is Eric with Ultramax Sports, and today I'm going to talk to you briefly about compression apparel. You get two main benefits from compression. The first is muscle stabilization. What this means is the apparel is holding you extra tight. What this does for you while you're exercising is reduces muscle vibration, in theory reducing muscle damage, and reducing fatigue. The research on this is mixed. I personally use these and I feel like it helps me and I enjoy it. But the research is not 100% clear on that. What I can tell you is the day after a particularly hard effort, a long race, when you're very sore and you're kind of hobbling around, it feels extraordinary wearing your compression apparel. The amount of soreness that I feel walking around is maybe cut in half. And so that's that muscle stabilization working. The second benefit you get from compression is improved circulation. And so when we look at this lower leg wearing a sock, a good piece of compression apparel will have graduated compression. That means more compression at the bottom than at the top. So what that effectively does is it assists the blood pump by helping return used blood back up to the heart instead of swelling in the foot and lower leg. So this is particularly helpful on a long race like a half marathon, a marathon, and especially the next day when blood tends to pool, especially you travel to a long marathon, you're flying home, you're driving home, and you're seated all day. You're not exercising and moving that blood kind of naturally, and so that really helps a lot. So once again, you want to look for apparel that has graduated compression. So in a full sock, you're going to get that circulatory benefit. Now if you think about wearing a sleeve, you're not going to get the circulatory benefit, but you will get the muscle stabilization. So people will ask me, then why should I get a sleeve if I get the two benefits out of the sock? And this really comes in handy if you're a triathlete and you want to cut down on transition time. You can wear this under your wetsuit or during the swim, and you don't have to change when you get to your bicycle. The second is if you have a sock that you are in love with, say you're a toe sock guy or gal, and you just can't stand anything else, you can still wear your favorite sock and still get some of the benefits out of your compression. There are two ways that compression apparel makers will size their product. The first is, and I feel like this is the more appropriate way to do it, is by measuring the circumference of your calf, and the size of the piece is related to the circumference of your calf. Other apparel makers will use a foot size. And the problem with that is, if we get your foot size right, but your calf is huge or pretty small compared to average, you're not going to get the amount of compression that you need. You may get too much, you may not get enough. So a big fan of the apparel makers that use calf circumference to get you the right size. There's a lot of great brands on the market. My personal favorite, CEP, I have about one of every single brand in my drawer at home. I found that I get the best durability and compression and just comfort out of the CEP product. But there's a lot of good products out there. You're looking at $40 on a sleeve from CEP and $60 on a sock from CEP, and in my opinion, very much well worth it. If you have any questions, please stop by any of our Ultramax locations, and we'll be happy to fit you for your compression apparel.